To English Park for this English Cup quarter-final fixture between Parklands United in the yellow against Coastal Spirit in the light blue. There's a good looking crowd turning up with plenty of blankets and jackets. It's 5 degrees out there, but should be getting down towards 0. I think there's a frost predicted for the morning. So welcome to winter football, everybody. You've probably chosen the right place to watch it from the comfort of your home. Like the Steve Sumner Sanders said, there's a few woolly hats out there, and looking for this Otakaro derby between the two sides from the seaside, just down the road, down the beach from each other. Parklands. They're in the New World Premiership, currently sitting in 10th. Without a win so far, but they'll be here to create an upset, no doubt, against the Southern League side, Coastal Spirit. Well, they're third. They're knocking on the door of National League qualification, and they've yet to be defeated this year so far. 8 wins, well, 8 games, 6 wins, 2 draws. Fresh from a 7-0 victory on the weekend against FC 2011. They'll want to take a lot of that form into today. And of course, we can have a wee look at the two sides. Parklands, we've got Hayden Double in goal. Number 3, Jesse Robson. Number 4, Andrew Jones. Number 6, Ryan Fakeney. Number 7, Peter Adcock. Number 10, Harvey Dewitt. Number 12, Victor Ganescu. Number 13, Richard Norris. 14, Nick Williamson. 16, Sebastian Cruz Lasso. And captain, number 19, David Perry Griffiths. Coastal Spirit side, got Alice Reed in goal. Number 3, Jake Hale. Captain, number 4, Dominic McGar. Number 6, Joe Hull. Number 10, Asprey Rabuka. Number 12, Mohammed Takazida. 13, Kenshin Hayashi. 17, Jack Langdon. Number 18, Alexandro Seinsweischer. 21, Weston Bell. And 22, Aston Kranick. Officials for today, we've got Aaron Nottage in the middle. He'll be assisted by Ryan Mahone and Ian Marshall. And away we go with a bit of position for the home side today, Parklands United. And the press is on. Looking to create mistakes will be Coastal Spirit today. They'll be hungry to continue this scoring form they got themselves in against FC 2011 on the weekend with that 7-goal victory. And I'm sure head coach Robbie Stanton would like to see a few players gain some form, and here's Hayashi, one of those players who has tended to come off the bench a wee bit, but are going to get some starting minutes today, improve his case for some future games. There's a ball driven across here, well defended so far. It's going to be another opportunity here, driven across the box. And Duval doing very well there to get down and cover that one. Well, talking to Jared Brown, the Parklands United coach, well, he just love to have a few more players available to him. He's got a few injuries in the squad and seen himself having to put on the boots. He just wants to see the boys get some confidence out of this one and try to get some form that they can maybe sniff a wee upset if they are patient, keep a good structure, work together, and they'll have a opportunity to try to turn that into some league form. There's some good pressure here, but nice turn by Joe Hall. He's threaded the ball through, drifted across the box here. Surely the account gets opened by Alexander Sveinsteicher, who finish off a beautiful cross there from Jack Langdon, who was the beneficiary of a lovely ball from Joe Hall. And Alexandro Steinweischer has been in the right place at the right time on a few occasions this year already. Fresh from Detroit, Michigan this year, and has been introducing himself to the back of the net in many Christchurch football grounds. Well, it's going to be a definitely a real baptism here for Parklands. Hopefully they can adjust to the difference in pace between Southern League football and New World Premiership football. One player out there, number 6, Ryan Fakeney, once graced this ground as a Canterbury United Dragon a few moons ago. They just can't find their way out there as Perry Griffiths, number 19, is trying to pass his way out, but no luck there. Many of these players in the Parklands squad have been at the club for a good number of years. Jesse Robinson and Peter Adcock, they've been here since they were kids, so there's a great family club as Parklands United, and they try to keep it together for as long as they can, keep the margin close. We know cup football can bring up all sorts of upsets and anomalies. And here's Hayashi, threading it through to Rabuka. Drives across the 6-yard, finds Steinweischer for his second, clinically finished. Well, they're coming very easily, these opportunities at the moment. Steinweischer on 2 goals very early. He found himself an acre of space around the penalty spot. Rabuka, plenty of time to measure his pass, and the result was inevitable. Well, still playing this. It looks like they're still playing a 4-4-2 formation here, Parklands. And I think they might have to reconsider that to be able to stay in the game. Hale into Hall. Mismeasured pass there to Hayashi. Well recovered in there from Langdon. Jack Langing, Wanaka FC player. Along with Weston Bell, both played at Wanaka FC a number of years ago, but enjoying their football up in Christchurch now. Opportunity down the left. Cut inside to Rabuka. Back across, threaded through. Cranick just unable to bring it down. Goes wide, driven across, defence is there to clear. And Parklands, can they string a few passes together here, but there's far too many light blue shirts down that avenue. Parklands attempting to pass their way out. No way there, Hayashi's got it. Good pressure on, but Coastal able to pass their way out of trouble. Continue on the same line of attack. A wee opportunity there for Parklands to try to nick the ball, but Rambuka a bit too nimble on his feet there. Hale. Here Reid. Across to Hale. Attempts to find it down the line to Langan, but Williamson with the throw. Ball's run through. Steinsweischer. Little 1-2. Tempted there with Takazada. Well directed to Fakney. Clearance. A delightful run here from Hayashi. Recycled wide, ball in. Steinweischer with a measured header, just going wide left of the left tail drop right. Clever opportunity. Well, last year we had Coastal Spirit got all the way to the semi-finals and just came up short against Kashmir Technical. 3-1 in the semi-final. Obviously, Kashmir Technical went on to lose the final against Christchurch United. Here come Coastal Spirit again, driven across. It looked like there might have been a defensive foot in there for our first corner of the day. And last year, Parklands got to the same stage, quarterfinals last year, losing 1-0 to Hills United. And of course this year, Parklands getting to the quarterfinals via a bye. And it was in round one, Coastal Spirit got here with a 3-0 victory over Waimak. Well, corner dealt with so far. Takazida. Nice work from Bell. Although back to Hale. Work on getting their structure back. Williamson's able to pounce on that one. But it's Bell who surges towards the box, cuts it on his left. Ball straight through to Steinweischer, and one of the easier opportunities I've seen him miss this year. Well, that was right on the absolute paint. I don't know quite how he missed that one, and I look forward to hearing his excuses once he sees the replay. Dougal, up Hayashi wins it. Clears on the second go. Hayashi winning it. Ball come off Kanescu. Hayashi gets it across to Takazida. Clipped across, searching ball across, but I think the keeper will come out and claim that one well. Takizita, Hayashi gets a wee tap, and it's noticed by referee Nottage. Next teammates there, I think, and Nick Williamson and Hayashi. A few years ago now. Bell can't get the ball beyond. Steinwasser retains position. Expect there'll be a lot of depth in the defensive setup of Parklands now as they just try to keep the ball away from goal. Passing goes. There's a nice long range effort and it's nestled into the top bins. What a shot there from, I think it was Weston Bell, who absolutely unleashed the left peg on that one. Gave the keeper absolutely no chance. Well, he had the time and the presence of mind to give himself a chance, and what a finish. Well, the quarter of an hour just about to come up, with 3 goals to the good for Coastal Spirit. Plenty of work to do here from the team in yellow. Paddy Griffiths at the back there, just going to, as the captain, he's going to have to try to work hard here to work their way out of this one. Hayashi dribbles across the pitch, across to McGar. Run through, not found there. Barry Griffiths searching for Fakeney. Nice interchange of passes there to relieve the pressure. Hayashi's got room to turn, finding a space between the lines, but just can't link up with Langdon. Lanigan there just mistiming his run. Well, the pass wasn't as well directed as it could have been. Takizita into Rabuka, away from Paddy Griffiths. Kranick. Then we'll retain position here for Coastal. We've got a big game this weekend. 2 o'clock Saturday down at Linfield Park. They'll be taking on the neighbours in Kashmir Technical, a bit of Chatham Cup football. Now they'll enjoy that challenge. I expect there's a searching ball in, and Rabuka hadn't seen the opportunity there. Fakeney. Out to Williamson. Clip forward, back to Fakeney. Able to turn. Who can he find? Nice work in there from Norris. It's Fakeney. He's got an opportunity here. He's got it on his left peg. He'll try to get it on his right, but Hull takes it off him before he gets into the 18-yard line. Across it goes for Hale to McGar. Dominic McGar coming back from quite a substantial injury, and good to see him get a few more minutes each week. He'll be required to be an influential player this year as the Coastal Spirit side knock on the door of National League football. Unbeaten so far and doing themselves proud in a lot of the fixtures they're playing. Steinweischer into Kranek. Cross to Rebuka. Down the side of one, tries to play some intricate football in there and doesn't come off from at this stage. Hull. Steinweischer threads it in, makes a run through, but he's got himself into an offside position and in the eyes of linesman or assistant referee Marshall. Going to work it out from the back here, Williamson. Gets it up to Dewat. Might be one of his last games in a Parklands jumper. Number 10, Harvey Dewat, apparently returning to the UK soon. Fakeney's done well there to just propel the ball down the line. They need to get some support up with him. Steinweischer back into Hull. Kranek inside to Takazita, gives it away. Fakeney senses an opportunity but can't link up with his striking partner. Here, Reid. Across to Hale. Rebuka. Very wide split centre backs here for Coastal Spirit at the moment, allowing the centre midfielders now to drop in. Pressing everything forward, looking for that opportunity. They're patiently going about their work here, Coastal Spirit. Very high line. A lot of pressure on the Parklands unit. Hull into Rebuka, able to turn, drives at the defence, tries to find a gap through, but able to pounce on the rebound. Takes it into contact there, and nice work from Paddy Griffiths. Actually, all the way back to Hale, across to McGar. Kranek gets it to Steinweischer, spins, turns, gets it into Kranek, cuts inside, but crucial little touch there and there from the Parklands defence. Hull just patrolling in this deep mid thing at the moment. The clearance is in there. From and again, can't find Hayashi, but he's out of Nick and Williamson. Attack is the whole sorts of speaking. Pass to but a far post and not there. So close for big, perfect cross. Big switcher play here, Lanigan. Dances couple into Hayashi, back to Hale. Check shoulders there from Hull. Zeta. Touch. Pounced on by Fakeney. So be here for Parker. Stretch the legs and try to create something go for. All given away. Here's Hayashi. Not a lot in front of him. Senses that, goes to the safety of Rabuka. Clip forward. Looking for Lanigan. Williamson with a big attempt at the big switcher play. Bell. Wants to weave his way through, but the options closed quickly. Kranick can't find his way through there, goes back to McGar, all the way back to here, Reid. Switcher play to Hale. Into Rabuka. Time in space, but chooses a measured ball to the run from Lanigan. Can he keep it in? He can. He's driving in the box. Sets it up. Laid back. And no threat to the Parklands United goal, that shot. Just a wee bit more composure in there. Might have presented a better opportunity. Wee Dink got themselves out of trouble there for a moment there from not Morris. Thump forward. Back it comes to Williamson. Down the line to Dewar, whose pass does not find its intended target. Oh, into Steinwasser. He's able to turn. Sees a run from Hayashi. Good defending there from Nick Williamson. Saw the danger. Kranick drives at the space in front of him, but opts to retain position. I'll start again. Will Coastal Spirit build their shape up around the position they can hold. Rabuka. Lanigan. Rabuka. Hale. Fakeney's working tirelessly just to try to direct the pass, but can't influence anything just at the moment. Hale into Hall. Rabuka. Threads it to Lanigan. Hayashi cuts it back one more. And out to the safety of a corner from Norris. Well, Parklands knew the challenge they were up against when they came into this competition. Would have celebrated a wee bit by... It's a decent ball and it's full on the 6-yard line area, but cleared. And cleared again from Parklands. Kranick's come through and maybe was he caught? Yes, the whistle's gone. Looks like it was just outside the areas. Kranick tried to drive his way into the box. Just collected a bit of contact. And this will give someone some shooting practice, no doubt. What was I saying? Parklands have knew the danger they're up against, coming up against a Southern League side and an in-form Southern League side, but little cup games like this can, even though you might not be the favourites for it, it can really ignite your season and rally the troops against rally your team here. But here we go. Opportunity for Cranach's going to crack one straight into the wall. Where's it going to fall? To the top of the box for Hall, who's going to step back and crack one. It looks like Dougal was able to just get a wee touch and send that one over the bar. Yeah, Coach Jared Brown will just want this team to bond together over this the adversity they're up against, and not only their current season position, but if they can pick up a few little crashed against the upright, and Steinweischer just unable to get an aerobatic second chance at it. Well, it looked like it might have been heading in from, I think it was Joe Hall at the far post, but it was poorly cleared from the Parklands defensive unit, and Steinweischer just rattles the crossbar. Rabuka threads the ball through, looking for Cranach, but defences are holding up at this stage for Parklands on this occasion. Hull. Across the back they come. Steinweischer's come deep for it. Turns, looks forward, goes wide. Cranach, able to turn, runs at the defence, goes across to Rabuka. Drop back into Hull. Found Cranach some room to get a shot on and on target, but easily held and contained by Dougal. Ball just flying around, bouncing around, no one's really got control of it. Steinweischer just about, but crucial little foot, defensive foot in there, cut that opportunity short. Finds a bit of width, but not quite there for Harvey Dewart. Hale, across to McGar. Takizeta, couldn't find Cranach. McGar up and wins. Oh, turns. Delivers the ball out to Lanigan. Can't see anything forward, so we'll go back to Hall. It's really directing traffic from that centre midfield position. They go, Hale, McGar, all the way across the field, just moving this Parklands United defence around. Hull, back to McGar, back to Bell. McGar, Takazida. Just a bit of miscontrol there. It's broken that one down and gives Parklands an opportunity to string a few passes together here. They've got the ball. Dewar. Goes inside. Fakeney. Ball cut out by Hale. Takizeta rolls it into Steinweischer. Back into Rabuka. Receives it back. Takizeta. Got some willing runners out to his left. Found one. Weston Bell. Takazita into Kranek, who's got room to move. Steinweischer chooses not to shoot, lays back. Takazita now got its room, and it's gone in for a small touch from the keeper, but with some patient build-up. And Mohamed Takazita picks up his first for the evening in the 32nd minute. Then takes the score to 4-0 in the favour of Coastal Spirit. Well, as these girls keep going, it just gets a wee bit harder for Parklands to take something out of this game. Good recovery from Kranek. Restore position for his side. Williamson, as they just drop deeper to try to find ways to keep the ball. Fake knee, hasn't got any support, and Hull finds some space in front of him. Steinweischer is able to turn. Threads the ball through. Here's an opportunity for Hayashi, and it looked like it might have been spinning in, but Durbel's done very well to get across and just put it beyond the far post for another corner. Oh, and it's what an opportunity there for Captain Dominic McGarr. He's put a few in with his head in the time, and that might have been one of the easier ones, but couldn't really generate any pace. Hall looking for Steinweischer. Norris. Kranek, crafty little book, back heel to Steinweischer, who's blazed it over top. And we might have a wee change here early in the game. 35th minute. Looks like Parklands might be making a wee change. It looks like the right back change there, unable to see any numbers, but not sure who might have come on there. We'll try to figure out who it might be. We're back underway. And tenacity in there from Robson. You can only imagine that the kind of effort that goes into Southern League football, the intensity, the fitness, is going to be too much for Parklands to handle today, as this Coastal Spirit side is going to be happy moving the ball around, keeping the pace, controlling the pace of the game as they stay deep, invite Parklands onto them, which is going to create more room for the likes of Rabuka to find space. Steinweischer clips one across. Duarte there, able to interrupt. Kranek pounced on the ball. Sees the forward run from Hayashi, but well cut up. Duarte with a clever bit of work. Gets the ball to fake knee. Cross her up to Norris. Nicely into what was a promising move there for Parklands. Cut out by Joe Hall. Overlapping run from Hull. Looking up, trying to find his way through, but cuts it back into the defender, and they'll get their 5th corner of the evening, or Coastal Spirit. Bell puts it into the near post, taken on the chest by Williamson, and Rabuka able to charge it down. Can Bell keep it in? He can. Looks at the secondary delivery, but back to Takazita, who clips it in. Rabuka, Hayashi, Takazita. Rolls it into Bell. Steinweischer drives it across the 6-yard, and a forlorn effort there from McGar again at the far post. Sees it just harmlessly go to the keeper, and McGar on the retreating run there knew he probably should have left that one alone as he came from an offside position. Well picked up by the assistant marshal. Given away. Rabuka. Touch isn't good, but Takizita. No, it's Lanigan. Gets it back to Takazita. Rolled into Rabuka. Hull's got the ball facing forward. Sees the Bell ranging out there on the left. McGar summing up the situation. Hull loses touch, but gets to Rabuka. Tries to thread it through, but unable. Waved on from Nottage. Steinweischer goes to Bell, whipped the cross. Stopped well by Adcock. Dancing around here at Coastal, we're just maybe a wee bit guilty. We're overplaying it a bit here. Steinweischer comes in, cracks one, but the relief from keeper Hayden Duval, he knew he was nowhere near it, but once again, Steinweischer unable to keep it under the crossbar. Takizita drives forward into Rabuka. As they go from range himself and not too far away. 5 minutes left in the half, and these chances keep coming the way of Coastal Spirit. Well, on the weekend they were up by 6 at half time over FC 2011. And apparently no shortage of chances came their way in that Southern League fixture. There's certainly been pretty much one-way traffic here tonight so far. As Steinweischer finds Hayashi. There's a near post run. And well, Steinweischer was wanting to put this foot well and truly through that one. And left accuracy at home. Well, Steinweischer could have probably had 6 if he had continued his early form that he found himself in the early part of the half. But a go forward ball here from Parklands. Opportunity for a long ranger, and here Reid was well positioned. Gave away a wee inkling that he might have been chippable, and then got himself into some good position. Pressure in here from DeWatt. Going to get into Rabuka. Played out of it well. Have Coastal Spirit here. Hall. Bell's gone one way. Cranach's gone the other. Nice work in there from Lasso. Runs into a wee bit too much play. Steinweischer finds Cranach. 3-on-2 here. Cranach, he's chosen to go left. Hall tries to roll through, but the defence was well positioned. Hall, clever little touch, finds Trakizita. Across it comes to Hayashi. Hayashi sets an opportunity. He's nowhere to go from range and didn't quite get all of it. And Duble's able to roll it out to Williamson. Steered up to Fakeney. Plenty of attention around him. Fakeney felt that he might have been fouled there, but Steinweischer now looking for the opportunity to create another attacking opportunity. And again, returns, gets possession back. Across to McGar. Into Hall. Hayashi, able to turn. Steinweischer. Rolls it into Cranach. Inviting the Parklands team out into wide spaces with some nice touch play here. Rabuka finds Steinweischer. Cross it goes to find Hull in some space. Clever little trip through with Steinweischer. Clipped through to the far post, and it was destined for Hayashi, but it was Hayden to the double. And a clever save. Rabuka just getting some contact there as he tried to work the ball back into the Coastal's favour. Quickly taken. DeWatt. DeWatt rolls it back in. Good spell of it. Position here for Robson. Giving it away. Coastal Spirit automatically just calming it down. Time's up on the clock in this Morrison Mitsubishi quarterfinal, number 1. Hayashi just seeing the ball roll up his leg onto his arm, and things will start again as we no fourth official on the night, so we're a bit unsure of the additional time. We haven't seen any. Well, that's a bit of a tie. David Perry-Griffiths, the captain, and kicking the ball out on a free kick. Well, he's had to do plenty of work, that's for sure. The defensive unit for Parklands. Takizita, Hall. Buka's not able to get there, and just a wee bit of contact in there on Norris, and Perry Griffiths will be wanting to do one better than what he did with the last free kick. What can they set up here? There's an opportunity. Clip forward, but no dice, and referee Aaron Nottage brings the half to an end. Parklands 0, Coastal Spirit 4 is what the score sheet says. 2 goals to Steinweischer, 1 to Weston Bell, and 1 to Takazita. So he's a very comfortable half for Coastal Spirit and plenty of work to do for the home side, Parklands United. Well, join us back here in 15 minutes for the second half. welcome back to English Park. The second half of the Morrison Mitsubishi English Cup quarter-final between Parklands United and Coastal Spirit. Well, Coastal Spirit have done wholesale changes, more subs than goals. 5 substitutions have come on. That's Jack Mitchell, Mason Stern, Ryan Stanley, Liam Cotter and Matthew Bergen have all come on. And looks like we'll try to pick up who has made it to the bench. Looks like Joe Hall. Aspera Rabuka. Stern's first touch, not up to his usual standards. Joe Hall, also substituted. Kenshin Hayashi made it to the bench as Parklands try to create something going forward. Well passed out of there from Coastal Spirit. Well, as we mentioned a bit earlier, Coastal do have a big job coming up this Saturday in the Chatham Cup, where they'll face Kashmir Technical. Andrew Grant there, at right back in number 8 shirt, was the player who came on halfway through the first half. Stern. Finds Mitchell. Stern all the way back to Hale. Into Takazita. Across to Bergen. Cuts inside. To Stern. Nice forward run, cut back in another corner here for Coastal Spirit. Looks like Stern's going to head out to take this one. Near Timber in the box, floated in straight towards McGar, who heads at goalward, but no real power. Easily dealt with by Parklands custodian as they work to play their way out. Stern back to Hale. Across to here, Reed. Tidy little interchange in here from Coastal, but just losing control of it. Durable able to release some pressure. Well, the changing rooms would have been full of ideas, I'm sure, at half time. The Coastal Spirit side will be trying to find the structure and patience and continue goal scoring into the second half. And here's an opportunity. Takazita twisting and turning. Bergen doing the same. Switch is completed by Mitchell. And Takazita just lacked a bit of conviction in the shot there. Yeah, Coastal will want to continue the kind of goal mouth pressure they were able to find in the first half. And probably continue getting similar sort of scoreline as probably a goal. We'd expect them to have some good superior fitness to their opponents today. Takazita Hayashi is still out there. Might have kept one on the bench, maybe. Coastal Spirit. McGar just a little bit loose with that pass. Martin Stearns been sent to the crashing to the ground with an unfortunate little rebound there, and he's going to need help from the trainer. And the Parklands boys, well, they've been looking at each other around the changing room, asking them, what can we get out of this game? Might not be, the scoreline might be a bit of a challenge to catch up on, but if they can gain some teamwork, some resilience, some belief in each other to work hard for each other, they may just be able to get the kind of belief in each other that can well, looks like Stern has made us a bit of a recovery. There's a bit of a wry smile on his face after collecting the one where you probably don't want to do that on a regular occasion. Well, there might not be any advancements in the Stern bloodline. Parklands trying to work their way through. Stern's here to disrupt. The position back in the way of the leading side. McGar. Back into Bergen. Across it goes to Takazita. Wayward pass there, can't find Hayashi. What? Trying to come out with it, but no way through. Yeah, player just coming from an offside position there. McGar. Clever work there from Bergen, just moving his defender around as he soon seems to have taken the swap directly with the role that Joe Hall had in the first half. No shots so far. McGar, Takazita, Stern. Well, the referee was right there and saw it all. Takazita got the ball. Stanley gets it back in the wide areas. Picked up a couple of goals, I think, on the weekend at Ryan Stanley. Oh, misdirected pass in there from Hale. Fake knee, we'll go back to Williamson. We flick around the corner, has only found McGar. Exchange with Stern. Ball to Hayashi, who drives forward. Got a couple of options. And the cross rockets off Williamson for another corner. Stern. So under a bit of directory, and McGar's up there, bounces around, and it goes. Well, is it a whistle for a free kick or a whistle for a goal? Looks like the linesman has stayed strong. Bit of an explanation going on. No goal. Free kick. Well, might have to roll back and have a wee look at that on the replay. No change to the scoreline so far. Williamson only gets as far as Stern. Threaded through. Here's an opportunity. Hayashi cuts it back. Found Bergen. He's going to unleash one, is he? But no, defence is there. Stern and Mitchell just exchanging passes in the middle as they try to get up to speed with the game. Well, bit of an unintentional falcon in here from Fakeney by the looks. Stanley. Stern, across to McGar. Takazida, out to Bergen. Into Stern. Can't find. There's an opportunity. Good defending from Bergen. Grant able to keep it in. Oh, I know, a bit of a loose touch in there. And Stern gets in the way of Stanley, brings it down well on his chest. Can he find room for a unleash one here? Desperate defensive work. And Hayashi able to scramble across and but unable to keep it in. There's a bit of an intensity there we'd like to see from Parklands. Some desperate defensive work in there from Mustafa Karimi. Bergen rolls it into Takazida. Stanley on his left, only drive in the direction of the keeper. Grant. It's an opportunity for Parklands. Goes in the way of Robertson. Nicely dealt. Lucius touch and clever bit of footwork in here to get themselves out of trouble. Stanley. There's still plenty back here for Parklands as they only come at the next numbers. Stern. A very tight angle to get the ball through to Stanley, and it's easily cut out. Grant searching ball forward. Clever little interjection there from Hale as he worked his way across the defensive line. Takazeta into Stanley. Rides the challenge and rolls it. Opportunity here, he's gone right. A couple of options on the inside. Plenty of numbers forward here for Coastal. Driven across the 6-yard box and put away. Nice and tidily done by Liam Cotter within the 6-yard box to make it 5 with 30 minutes gone in the second half. Well, it was a good bit of resilient there for a good period of time from Parklands, and this will be a real test of their character. They've got to take something out of this. It's those amount of time they can keep this lethal Coastal Spirit team at bay. Well, Cotter Now making use of himself. Got the ball back. There's a lovely place finish by Jake Mitchell, who was put on an absolute platter for him by Liam Cotter. And that makes it 6. And a couple of changes are going to come the way of a very tired-looking Parklands United for that double blow. Well, character building. That's probably the only thing they can get out of this one. It's like Norris will limp to the sideline. And looks like Coach Jared Brown has had to bring himself on as well. Well, Jared Brownie Brown, he'll bring some energy to the game. Makes a great coffee, does Brownie. There's a little float out in Prewadon. And a few people with age on their side will appreciate the kind of goals that Jared Brown could score back in the day. He's played a bit for Canterbury United. Recently been in the Philippines, did a fair bit of work over there pre-COVID, and he's found himself back in and contributing back into the game, which is great to see. And automatic pressure here from Coastal Spirit, who sniffed the opportunity. Stern. Back out to Bergen. Looks forward, sees nothing. Back into Stanley. Sorry, I mean Mitchell. Stern. Looking for the run. Threads the ball through nicely. Cut back. And Double has got the ball. Well, it seemed like he might have spilled it there for a wee moment, but he's done well to get his claws on it. Well, Brown had a few minutes on the weekend. A 4-1 loss to Weston, and I'm sure it is a team that Jared might have played for in the past as well. I'm pretty sure he might have put on a Western jumper. Spent his time at Christchurch United, Horsell United for a season, I think. But an energetic rooster who can change a game. This one might be a wee bit beyond him, but great to see a man of his age getting out there and still contributing. McGart, all the way back to here, Reid. Tucky's Zeta and Stern just moving the ball around, moving the Parklands defence around. Bergen cuts in, sets the opportunity to have a strike and just leant on ever so slightly by Grant there to put him off balance, and no potency in the strike. Hall flicks it on. Stern brings it down, but unfortunately for Robson, received a wee kick on the route. Parry Griffiths, decent ball, gone out to the left, but the run was a wee bit touched too early. Here, Reid. McGart. Just exchanging passes, looking for the opportunity to keep that ball moving, keep the Parklands defence guessing. Stern. He's Still a good bit of energy here from the attacking duo of Parklands United and Jesse Robson and Ryan Fakney. Brown. Stanley. Sets off an attack here. 4 on 4. Hayashi just bundled over and fairly so in the eyes of the referee. Karimi works away in the space. Grant wants the ball to feet. And Karimi wants him to chase it. And the ball's back in position of Coastal Spirit. Hayashi on the turn. Stanley pulls it back into Hayashi. Stern and some acres of space there. Bergen's made a run through. He's used on the half turn. Cuts inside one. Gets on his left peg. Just slices it across. Well, Matthew Bergen used to a futsal goal, was part of the futsal Dragons over the summer months. Just trying to find him. Hall just clipping it on nicely and brought down well by Bergen. A wee futsal skills there. Stern rolls into Takizita. Brad trying to disrupt but can't get in the way of that pass, and Hayashi drives forward into Stanley. It's a wee clip in there from Hall. Looks like a pretty apologetic sort of hand gesture there from Dylan Hall, but the words might not match the gesture. Yep. Law laid down there by Nottage, and one of the things the game really doesn't need is the kind of feedback referees sometimes get. We'll never see it in the eyes of the referee. They've got to play it as they see it. Stern goes wide, sets up for the cross. Mitchell, big shoulder-to-shoulder challenge there from Brown. Is that? No, it might not have been Brown. It's Williamson. Stern clips it in towards the far post, and McGar's there just to change the direction of it, but well read by Double. Stern brought down well, and it was only 2 hands ref. Pushing the back, and Stern hits the ground. Mitchell. Takizita finds Mitchell, who creates some space. Gripping and weaving. Can't cut it back away from the keeper, who takes it easily. Back will go Coastal. Here Reid. Calming things down, enabling, look at this spread that Coastal Spirit have been able to gain here. The whole park is used. Delightful ball from Stern, finds Bergen on the run through. Pulls up, sees another runner, Cotter. Back into Stern, to look to transfer it through. Mitchell over to turn, Cotter, just not in the step. Mitchell clips it in, goes opts to the big cross, field sweep. And unfortunately unread there, not read there by Hayashi, who fails to keep it in. Parklands going short here. Williamson chips one forward. Here's an opportunity. What can we do here? Parklands United. Good industry, good energy. At the calm. Skill level. Of coastal spirit. Able to deal with it. Stern into Takazita, receives it back as they're waiting for the run. Dances round Grant, finds Bergen. Down the left side, considers his options, cut onto the right. Can't get it into Mitchell, but Takazita's been able to get the ball back in position. Stern at the top of the box. Puts it out one. Brown going clattering in there. And Nottage just wanting that be taken from the right place. Stern, Bergen, clever little two-mast move there. Here it goes for Cotter, under all sorts of pressure, dances round and gets collected. It's a bit of a reckless move in there from Mustafa Kamini. Kamini getting away with that one a wee bit. McGar's gone forward on this one. Stern considers his options. Waiting for the whistle here. Cotter's sitting off just to his left, and it goes straight to him. It's Bergen. Drives it in, and a crucial hit in there from Carmini, who comes to the rescue. Well, it was a decent strike on target, but there were plenty of bodies in there from Parklands United. Stern, right at the yard box, shoveled away for the moment. Well cleared. Hayashi under pressure and run through the back of there by Jesse Robson. Gets a wee hand up as it's taken nice and quickly. Takizita back to Hayashi. Across to Stern. Goes around Grant, out to Bergen. Gets it in nicely. Give a little touch by Mitchell. Breaks the contact, but nothing there, nothing done. Away comes Parklands, would love to get some sort of reward here, but Perry Griffiths unable to retain possession for his side. Brown sensing an opportunity here. Clatters into one or two, and wee pat on the head, a wee bit of a sorry, and back he goes. Here Reid will come forward and get this one back underway. Some attention there from the sideline. Maybe just a wee bit of advice, sharing of point of views maybe. McGar. Cotter's come short. He'll receive it. Looks forward. Stanley's made a run. Not seen. Back into Bergen. Mitchell into Stern. Bergen. Nagar competes the switch of play across to Hale. Gone direct. Takizita. 2 players on him. Does well to get the ball released to Stern. Out it comes to Cotter. Dances inside of 1. Gets it off to Stanley, but Bergen able to get it back. Stanley. Bergen finds himself into room and unleashes one, and had a lot of room to work with there, did Matthew Bergen. Opted for the shot, but just couldn't find the width on it that was required to beat the keeper. Here Reid into Takazeta. Hale back to Takazeta. Back to Stern. Across to McGar. Cotter on the half turn. Stepped in well there to Hall. Grant. Good collection of passes there, and the sidelines won the contest there. Stern. Mitchell. A little battle. And cards come out. In the direction looks like Mitchell. Just a bit of afters there. Griffiths to Williamson. Back into Adcock. Well, Adcock's header could have gone into a very dangerous area here, but and Takazita just unable to keep it in. Oh, decent contact in there from Hall. And Takazita demanding that he needs to give the referee time to get the card out of his pocket for Dylan Hall. Just a few challenges starting to become a wee bit poorly timed. Bergen, driven to the far post here. Couldn't find it. No way back in. Just rolling out there before Grant could get to it. And there's just under a quarter of an hour to go. The game's just gone a wee bit flat here. Just the connections just starting to be a bit looser from Coastal Spirit. McGar able to get the ball just before the head of Jesse Robinson got there. Thankfully no contact. Stern. Skipping around Grant. And a less than ideal ball there from Matthew Bergen. He had a couple of runners go forward, was only able to find the sideline. Mitchell running out well. Stanley, Takizita has a strike, straight at the keeper, and no issues there, and Double will roll the ball out to his coach, Jared Brown, who releases Williamson down the left. Stern's able to get there, but Williamson's determination has got the ball back in Parklands' possession. But Stern able to retrieve possession, and back it will go from McGar to Bergen. Stern clips one forward into a bit of pocket of space. Mitchell. Takizita. Back to Stern. Goes for the far post. Easily taken by Double. Rolls it to Grant. Into Hall. Easily beaten to it by Takizita. Mitchell. Shapes to shoot. Dances a hard one. Gets round another. Ball goes across. Stanley. Able to get the ball back into position. And restart. Hayashi. Well, Nottage just picked up a bit of contact there. It wasn't necessary. Must have been quite late. McGar's made his way forward. Try to get on the end of this one. Stern delivers. McGar is there. Someone's going to bundle this one in surely. Well, it's in, but might have been a bit of contact on the keeper that the referee Nottage decided wasn't required. It's the second time tonight that Coastal have had the ball in the back of the net, but seen a earlier infringement deny the opportunity. Another offside down that left-hand flank with Brownie just probably too quick. McGar. And here Reid just interchanging. Balls into Stanley. Takizita. Stanley. Williamson able to intercept and start an attack here. Fakeney. Out to Brown. Gets round one. And the cover defence is strong enough to bring that attack to an end. Clipped in towards the near post. Stern gets it as far as Grant. Shoot, says the crowd, and that's a shot on target for Parklands United from the big centre back, Peter Adcock. Stern trying to utilise the space in beyond. Found Cotter. Right in, Takizita. Bergen. Takizita doing well to recover there and stop Dylan Hall's progress. Bergen. Adcock. Rolls it into Kaneskescu. Stern, measured pass in the woods, Cotter, but good cover defence in there from Mustafa Kamini. Bergen, take the throw. Bergen to the far post. Hayashi's there to direct it back in, but harmlessly through to the keeper. Brown gets to fake knee. Stern gets it forward to Cotter. Trying to link back in with Stanley, who's clattered into, but play on. The ball at Stern's feet. Hayashi cuts inside one, looks for someone in and around the far post, but Stanley still hasn't got into a comfortable stride yet after being copping a bit of a bruising. Stern, centre of the park, looks his option, goes to Stanley, receives it back from him, clips it in beyond, and Cotter's driven in well, and it was decent cover defence there that closed down the opportunity for Liam Cotter to get a strike on, but it's only ventured in another. And it'd be Mohammed Takazada on this one. It's a blue shirt at the back post, the run start, ball's delivered. It's gone far post and no one's there, but Ryan Fakney, Brown. Two old Canterbury United players working back together again. Takizita. Pulls through. Got the ball under control here, and we shove in the back for his troubles from Perry Griffiths. Takizita finds Stanley on his heels though. Takizita cops a wee kicking, but Stanley rolls with it. Clap as a wee crack at one. Good decent pressure here from starting to build up through a few passes. The patience is required here from Coastal Spirit if they want to add to the score line in the dying moments. Really haven't jumped out of second gear really in this second stanza. Hard to do with plenty of defenders out there for Parklands United. Mitchell into Cotter. Cotter, Takazita, Bergen. Cross to Stern in the middle of the park. Skips round one, but Fakney's there in a deep defensive mode. Brown back into Williams, launches it forward. And they sniffed the opportunity to get on the scorecard here, Parklands United. One goal. No space or time on the ball so far for Parklands United in this attacking third. Across it comes. Well, they have a not so very well disguised tug on the shirt there from one of the Parklands players. And free kick for Coastal Spirit as a result of that whistle from Nottage. As the clock ticks down on this Morrison Mitsubishi English Cup quarter-final. Look forward to next week where we'll have on the 5th of June, Wednesday, the first Rita Fitzpatrick quarter-final. It'll be between Hornby and Selwyn. Stern launches in. Well defended from Adcock. Hall with the ball. He's going to punch one down the line, but Bergen's there. Stern will go back to Hale. And in a fortnight, so that game is on a Wednesday night. You'll be able to tune in next Wednesday, 5th of June at 7:30 for the Rita Fitzpatrick Cup game between Hornby and Selwyn United. And in a fortnight, on the 11th of June, Tuesday 11th of June, it'll be Fairmead Bays versus Christchurch United, the defending English Cup champions, in their quarter-final. Please tune in to check into Mainland Football's website, mff.nz, to check out the full draws there and all the scores. And of course, while you're on the old interweb, why don't you check out Morrison Mitsubishi. Got a few fine automobiles in their possession, and I'm sure you might want to consider one of them to be in your garage. And it's a free kick to Coastal Spirit. It's Andrew Grant there, just getting a wee bit too much of McGar there in the process of trying to create himself an opportunity. There's this Otakaru derby. Both these clubs invested in their youth, in a combined youth club setup. Stanley into Takazita. Bit of space to move in here. Cotter's gone central. Cuts it square. Hayashi drives in and finds the side netting, but the wrong side of it from his point of view. And really, there's odds on to add to the score there, but to no avail. Desperate defending from Parklands as they were torn apart there with a couple of fine passes, but couldn't match it with the scoring touch. Things are really starting to open up here as Mitchell weaves. It's ball to Stern. Back into Takazeta, all the way back to McGar. Cross it comes to Bergen. It's back into Takazeta. Opens up, looks forward. Switches it out. Into Stern, centrally located. Goes round one. Has a crack with the left peg, but more of a defensive clearance than anything, that one. Cotter propelling it forward, but couldn't find a willing runner. And Aaron Nottage puts a fair bit of wind through the whistle to bring the game to the end. And 6-0 is the final score. Well, it was 4 at half time, and Parklands stayed at their job for the entire last 45 and did pretty well. It was against a team that yet to be beaten in the Southern League. And Parklands will now have a week off. They're out of the Chatham Cup. But next week, join us on Wednesday night here at English Park, where we'll find a Rita Fitzpatrick Cup semi-finalists between Hornby and Selwyn. And in a fortnight's time, Fermi Bays will face champions Christchurch United. But this Morrison Mitsubishi English Cup quarter-final has found our first semi-finalist, and that is Coastal Spirit, winning 6-0 over Parklands United. Thanks for joining us.